Hi, my dears. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Emma, and I am so happy you clicked on my What's for Dinner video. I hope you like it. We'll give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you are not already. Let's jump on into our first meal. For tonight's dinner, I am making steak fajitas. My griddle is heated. I'm going to put a little bit of butter. And now I'm going to lay out the steaks. And I'm just going to let them cook up on each side for about 3 minutes. After they'd been cooking for 3 minutes on the first side, I just gave them a flip and let them cook 3 minutes on the other side. And while they were cooking on the other side, I just cut up some bell peppers, some tomato, and onion. And after 3 minutes, I just went in with my spatula and tried to separate the meat, kind of shredded it up a little bit. I don't know why I insist on using my fingers every time I use my electric griddle, but hey, it's easy and it saves on dishes, right? Once the steak was shredded a little bit, I just added my bell pepper, then my tomato, and then the onion. And then I gave it a good stir. And then once it was all mixed up a little bit, I added some fajita seasoning to the meat and the veggies. Stir. Once the fajita seasoning was all stirred in, I just let it heat up until the veggies were nice and soft. Once the meat and the veggies were cooked to perfection, I just moved them to one side and then wiped down the other side of my griddle so I could start heating up my tortillas. So I just laid down my tortillas on the clean side of the griddle and let them warm up on each side for a few minutes. Added some Monterey Jack cheese to the tortillas. Once the tortillas had warmed up and the cheese had melted just a little bit, I took them off the griddle and put them on our plates and then just stuffed the tortilla with the fajita mixture. And I just added a little dollop of sour cream. This was delicious. I really like those little seasoned sirloin steak patties, I guess you can call them. The Walmart brand is really good. And they're just so easy to make and super tasty. For tonight's dinner, I am making sloppy joes with some ground turkey, but I'm going to put them on some Texas toast. So I'm going to start by browning up my ground turkey, add the manwich. I'm going to cook the Texas toast according to the box directions, which are, I can never find these things, okay, which are 425 to 8 minutes. I'm gonna cook them normally. Then once the ground turkey is done, I'm gonna put like a spoon, get a spoon and put holes in the bread so I can put the sloppy joes mixture into the Texas toast. Then I'm going to add half of them with cheddar cheese and then the other half with my leftover mozzarella cheese. Then I'm gonna broil them for about 3 minutes. Easy and delicious. Ground turkey is cooking up. My oven has preheated, so in goes the Texas toast. And my ground turkey is cooked up. So I'm just gonna add the manwich sauce. Stir. The Texas toast is done. The ground turkey is done. Now I'm going to try and put a little hole in the bread. Now I'm gonna stuff them with the ground turkey manwich mixture. Now the cheese. I'm gonna broil them on high, 3 minutes or until the cheese is nice and bubbly. Here they are out of the oven. And here they are all served up. I just put them on paper plates because I don't feel like doing dishes. I just added a little parsley on top. Easy, delicious. For tonight's dinner, I have some pork shoulder here. A while back we bought a big piece of pork shoulder and separated it into different Ziploc baggies for 4 different meals. This is number 3. So I'm gonna put this in my Ninja Foodie base. I'm going to add some Creole seasoning, some cilantro, dried cilantro, and some lime juice. Not measuring. Now I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of beef broth. And I'm going to put it on my slow cooker Ninja Foodie base, and we're gonna cook it on low for 10 hours. And the meat is done. Time to shred it. We're gonna add a little bit of lime juice. Now it is shredded. And a little extra cilantro. And do a little stir, stir, stir. And we're just gonna let that sit for a couple of minutes. And for our side, I'm just gonna make up some white rice in my rice cooker. So I just added about a teaspoon of olive oil, a 1/2 cup of white rice, and a cup of water, and gave that a little stir, stir, stir. Then I added a teaspoon of chicken bouillon and gave that a stir, 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 and then put the lid on and let my rice cooker do its thing. I had some leftover peas and carrots in my fridge, so I decided just to throw them in the rice as well, but my husband insisted on cutting the carrots in half, so I just let him because it was just so precious. Anyway, once those veggies were in there, we gave it a little stir and popped the lid on for a few minutes and just let it cook up until the vegetables were warmed through. And I'm just gonna have some tortillas on the side as well, so I just heated them up on my stove. And here it is all served up. We have the tortillas that I heated up, the rice. My husband wanted some jalapenos with his. Then I just cut up some lime, some cheese, the meat, a little dollop of sour cream. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I have this 12-ounce package of shrimp. I'm going to take the tail off and wash. And then to my fry pan, I'm just gonna add a teaspoon of minced garlic and about a teaspoon of butter and just let that melt down. When it was melted down, I added my shrimp and then I seasoned them with some Old Bay seasoning. Shrimp takes no time at all to cook. So when it was done, I just moved my shrimp fry pan to my back burner and I'm just gonna heat up some street tacos to make shrimp tacos. At the weekend, we had a barbecue to celebrate my sister's 30th birthday, and I had made this mango salsa. It was just mango, purple onion, green bell pepper, cilantro, and lime. And I have a lot left over, so I decided just to add it to our shrimp tacos. Now to assemble the tacos, I just put the street taco into my little taco holders. I love these things. Then I did the shrimp, the mango salsa, a dollop of guacamole, and some sour cream, and of course, some cheese. Delicious. And that concludes this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you guys liked it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Have a fabulous week. Bye, guys.